being a YouTuber or an influencer is like the number one sought after job for kids and young people. And so as a YouTuber who's been full-time for almost 2 years, I figured I'd do a video giving my advice to young people who may be interested in doing this. There's some things that you may not know about being a YouTuber, and there's also things you can be doing right now to prepare you for this career, things you can start learning, skills you can start building to where you could legitimately have this as a career in the next few years. If someone's told you that being a YouTuber is not a realistic career choice, they are wrong. I went from pushing carts April of 2020 to quitting my job and turning my 2 weeks in at the end of April of 2022. So within 2 years, I became a full-time creator, and I've almost done it for 2 years. So it's totally possible. And yeah, I'm just going to get into the details here and give you what I know. So first, let's talk about expectation versus reality. A lot of people who want to be YouTubers expect that they can just post videos they like online, and all these people are going to love them and financially support them in some way and buy their merch and do all these different types of things, which is not the case. Being a full-time YouTuber, if you look at the most successful creators, they're not just making videos they like, they're specifically making videos that they know the viewer will like. Even if they don't want to make that video, they are making that video because there is demand there. It's a proven topic or something that they know is going to perform well, and so they make that content. This is also why 98% of YouTube channels are under 10,000 subscribers, is because people who start YouTube and try to make this a thing don't catch on to the fact that they can't just post content that interests them. They have to make content that interests viewers, that interests the audience that is in that niche. And if you really want to be the best of the best out there, it means you're going to be spending time researching the video ideas first before you even choose an idea to make sure that there is actually demand, that it's actually a topic that's going to perform well, that your audience would actually be interested in it. You're going to end up spending time making multiple thumbnails for your video, switching them out and trying to figure out which one is going to be the most clickable. And you're also going to be spending time doing different variations of titles. And this is hours of work before you even turned on a camera or anything. You are going to be spending all this time before you even film to make sure people are going to click on your video. And then when you get to the actual content creation, it isn't normally just flipping on record and making a video. You are also, before you record, you're going to be scripting out your content. You're going to be figuring out what exactly am I going to talk about. And you're also scripting word for word and figuring out what you're going to add in there so people stay engaged and don't leave your video. So even the content you put out is normally pretty scripted, and you figured out what you're going to say and what's going to be on screen because you need to keep people engaged. And for some creators, that just sucks all the creative juice out of it to where now I'm just making these really highly optimized videos that are super planned out. It's not just me just having fun and doing something. There's a lot more elements to it. And then when you get to the business side of things, there's even more optimization things you have to worry about. You've got to worry about these email lists and sales funnels and webinars and all this other stuff that comes with being a business owner, not to mention taxes, having to figure out all that stuff and accounting. And there's a lot that goes into being a creator. So you need to come at this at realistic expectations. And that is that it's a lot of work and a lot of optimizing. And for some people that won't be fun. Other people can find fun in it. Like for me, I've mainly grown my content around mobile content creation. And it's not like, oh, wow, I'm so passionate about filming and editing on a smartphone. Like, I don't have that, but I do like helping people. And I do like making videos and showing people the different ways I'm able to make videos. So there is some passion there. It's not like my life's purpose to teach content creation, but I do want to help people. And it has also evolved because now I've gotten into YouTube growth stuff. I now help people monetize their YouTube channels. And that is stuff that I am passionate about. But that doesn't mean I'm always making videos I want to make. There's sometimes I'm making a video just because it's going to make me money, or I'm making a video just because I know it's going to perform well. But it's really important to grasp that it's not all effortless content. There is a lot that goes on behind the scenes. And that's kind of the stuff too that you can actually start teaching yourself now to make the whole process super easy once you are ready to actually start a YouTube channel. Like if you are a teenager or you are in college, or maybe you're not in college, but you're around the college age and you're out of school and you're trying to figure out what to do with your life. If you can just take the next few years to learn the skills of content creation. One, you could do it yourself and be able to grow a YouTube channel and monetize it and have this be a realistic thing. Or number two, you can work for one of the bigger creators out there and work with them and be a part of their team and help them grow their channel. And you can still be involved in the space. You may not be the main person on camera. You may not be Mr. Beast, but you can work on his team and be a part of that team that makes this next level amazing content. It makes me think of like, I always wanted to be a director for movies and things and make my own movies and stuff, but maybe I can't necessarily be the director, but I can be a part of that team creating those amazing movies. Maybe I'm the lighting, maybe I help with scripting, maybe I'm just set design or something, but I'm a part of that team making that movie a reality. And you can still have passion because you are part of that team. So things like that, where you can learn these skills and make this happen. Or even maybe you can't necessarily just do effortless gaming content, but you can make content that viewers care about in the gaming space, and it's something you care about. You can find the passion in there with the other side of, hey, this is legit hard work and I have to put a lot of effort into making content here, but it is something around my passion or something I am interested in or curious about. And with that, let's move on to the skills that you can start learning right now to prepare yourself for this career or being involved in this space. If you can take the time to start learning these skills, it is going to really prepare you for it. Skill number one would be thumbnail design. This is something super important. A lot of people don't realize it, but getting people to click on your video is, in my opinion, more important than actually making the video itself. Like, a lot of creators spend more time on the thought process around getting people to click more than how do we keep people watching? Because if no one clicks, no one's ever going to see all this effort you put into editing. So thumbnail design is super important. Other creators realize that too, so they will pay you to design thumbnails for them, but you don't even necessarily have to do that. What you would want to do is first learn thumbnail design and watch videos on what makes a good thumbnail. Little spoiler, it's not cool graphic design stuff that makes a good thumbnail. It's just simple, easy to understand. And one of the ways you can practice this is take successful thumbnails, find videos, in whatever niche you're in. Find top performing videos, try to recreate that thumbnail for yourself. By taking the time to recreate it, you are going to be learning how did they actually do this, that kind of design. And that is going to teach you some of those skills that go around the actual work of making thumbnails. But then also spending the time figuring out, why was this thumbnail so successful? Why did it work? What you'll also come to see is, as you go and you recreate all these popular thumbnails, that they all follow similar patterns. And there's all different similar styles in between them, even though they are all different. Like, a lot of successful thumbnails only have three main elements in them. Usually the main person might have some text, or it might have another element to it. But there's really only like three things that the eye can really look at and understand. And then once you've built those skills, if you really want to continue to practice them, you can go to freelance sites like Upwork, or you could go to Fiverr and actually work with people and get paid to make thumbnails. And that's also going to increase your skills before you even have to create content. So there's truly a ton you can do here. And then when you actually do go out and make your own videos, you're going to be able to make a really clickable thumbnail that's going to help you get those initial views when you do start your channel, versus everyone else who starts out and has to spend years learning how to make a good thumbnail. And it literally takes them years because they don't know how to make the thumbnail, and then they also don't understand what makes a thumbnail successful. You'll be so far ahead of them. Next on the skill list is video editing, and this one is pretty self-explanatory. Like, you just have to learn how to edit videos. You could film them yourself, and you don't even have to publish them. You could just practice editing with something you filmed and figuring out all the different elements of making an engaging video. How do you do those similar effects where they do those zoom ins and those zoom outs and having text fly up on screen and adding B-roll? How do they do all these things? This is also something you could go over to Fiverr and start making money from if you wanted to, and that'll also get you some more experience and practice and kind of learn. And you don't have to get to necessarily like this master level of being an editor, but once you understand a lot of the fundamental things that most videos have, is going to put you ahead, because it's another skill everyone else has to learn. You're already going to know it and be able to easily start creating content when you're ready for that. Skill number 3 is copywriting, and this is one that no one talks about. I do not know why, but copywriting is the skill of persuading persuading people with your words. And this was really big in newspaper times when they would write headlines for different ads and stuff, and they wanted people to keep reading and to actually, purchase their product. And so there was these masters of writing incredible headlines for newspapers, and they wrote books and everything. And now headlines are important again because we have YouTube videos and people are, trying to get people to click on their content. A lot of the copywriting secrets that are out there are super relevant for content creators. And there's plenty of free resources online that'll teach you copywriting. There's plenty of videos that'll teach copywriting. You could go to your local library for free and find tons of books on the subject of advertising and copywriting and marketing and things like that that are going to show you how to persuade viewers and how to get their attention and different things like that. So if you can take the time to really learn that skill and learn, how do I catch a viewer's attention and how do I hook them in and make them want to click on my video, it's going to be huge for you. And again, no one is really focusing on copywriting for their content. So even that is going to help you stand out even further when you do make videos. The next skill is persuasion/selling. Again, there's probably tons of sales books at your local library for free, along with persuasion books that'll teach you how to persuade people, how to win friends and influence people. The book Influence is really, really good. The Little Red Book of Selling is also one of my favorites that you could probably find at your local library. By learning persuasion and how to get viewers to do things, that's also going to help you later on when you are monetizing, or you want to get people to buy your merch, or you want to get people to sign up for your email list to market to them further, want people to subscribe or to follow you on different social media platforms. Understanding how to influence people as an influencer is going to obviously help you. Or for brand deals. If you're going to get brand deals, you need to be able to persuade viewers to go and buy from that brand. And once the viewers buy from that brand, the brand will continue to renew their sponsorship with you, and you can keep doing this full time. So learn how to persuade people. Next, try to learn intro/hook studying. And this is something you can do for free. You can just click on YouTube videos that are performing really well, whether in your niche or other niches, and figure out how did they hook the viewer? What happened in this opening? Just study people's openings. You could look at Mr. Beast's openings, and that's also just a great way to study this topic and figure out how is he hooking the viewer in to stay watching the video till the end. And you'll also put things throughout the video to try to hook people in and keep them watching and keep them from falling off. The more you understand what they do to keep viewers watching is going to help you when you're making your content and helping prevent people from leaving your videos. So not only are you going to have this whole click thing down with thumbnails and copywriting and different things like that, but once they click, you're going to have all the different elements you'll be able to put in and different strategies people use that'll keep viewers watching your video. The next skill is getting comfortable on camera. This is something that's going to take time. A lot of people aren't comfortable on camera. They get nervous. They'll get quiet like this. Hey, this is my YouTube video. I hope you guys subscribe. They don't have that energetic voice yet. So it takes time to get used to speaking on camera and used to projecting your voice and having energy and not just talking like you're asleep. That is also something you have to learn. So even if you don't publish the videos, you can film yourself, watch them, maybe have a friend react, and he'll probably laugh at you because you're making YouTube videos and he thinks it's a joke, but that's okay because that happened to me too. Look where I am at now. Like, I got a play button. I'm doing this full time, so it doesn't matter. They can laugh at it if they want, but that'll at least give you feedback to where you can improve and get better and more comfortable with your videos. So that way, when you actually make that serious channel, you are going to have confidence in your voice and be able to speak with some energy and project your voice out. That'll make a difference. And I seriously think if you take all these skills and seriously commit to learning them over the next few years, you're going to become skilled enough to, and the reason I'm saying take a few years to learn these is a lot of people, they're not ready to commit to spending all this time into making content yet. And even if you were to commit all this time into making videos, maybe you are younger and you're like, I can't even make money on AdSense because I'm not over 18. Or maybe you're still going through college and you're like, I'm not going to be able to commit enough time to making videos until I'm out of college and actually have the bandwidth to do this. You can learn these skills in your spare time. So when you are ready to make that serious channel, or you are old enough to actually make money, then you have the skills and you're ready to go, versus everyone else who starts and they have 5 different skills they now have to learn. You're going to be way ahead of those people and be able to make make some serious progress on your YouTube channel. So hopefully someone watching this video found this compelling, will actually take this and start learning those skills, and hopefully they comment on this video eventually and are like, hey, you helped me get to this point because I actually went and tried to learn these skills. And speaking of learning, you can actually check out the YouTube course I made. Covers thumbnails, covers some other topics related to YouTube that you could just start learning right now. 2-hour course. Go check it out. It's right here, and I'll see you guys over there.